So I want to talk about the event loop and what the heck is the event loop, as in the event loop inside JavaScript. So first up, as he said, I work for And Yet, which is an awesome little dev shop / product company in the US. Look us up if you need help with real-time stuff. That's what we're good at. So about 18 months ago, I'm a paid professional JavaScript developer. I thought to myself, how does JavaScript actually work? And I wasn't entirely sure. I'd heard V8 as a term, Chrome's runtime, didn't really know what that meant, what that did. I'd heard things like single-threaded, obviously I'm using callbacks, how do callbacks work? So I kind of started a journey of reading and research and experimenting in the browser, which basically started like this, right? I kind of was like, JavaScript, what are you? And it's like, I'm a single-threaded, non-blocking, asynchronous, concurrent language. Right. That's, yeah, cool. I have a call stack, an event loop, a callback queue, and some other APIs and stuff. Right. I did not do a computer science degree. These words, they're words. So, I heard of V8 and the various runtimes in different browsers, so I looked at V8 and said, do you have a call stack, an event loop, a callback queue, and some other APIs and stuff? I have a call stack and a heap. I don't know what those other things are. OK. Interesting. So basically, 18 months pass. We're 18 months later now, and I think I get this. And so this is what I want to share with you today. So hopefully this will be useful if you're relatively new to JavaScript, help you understand why JavaScript is so weird when you compare it to other languages you might have used, why callbacks are a thing, which calls us hell, but are required. And also, if you're an experienced JavaScript developer, hopefully give you some kind of fresh insights into how the runtime that you're using every day works so that you can kind of think about it a little better. So if we look at the JavaScript runtime itself, like V8, for example, which is the runtime inside Chrome, this is a simplified view, really, of what the JavaScript runtime is. It's a heap, which is, we don't need to worry about that. It's kind of boring. It's just where memory allocation happens. And then there's the call stack, which is where your stack frames are and all that kind of stuff. But if you clone the V8 code base and grep for things like set timeout or DOM or XML HTTP request, they're not in there. They don't exist in V8. Which was kind of a surprise to me, right? Set timeout's one of those first things you use in JavaScript when you start thinking about async stuff, and it's not in the V8 source? Interesting. So over this 18 months of discovery, I've come to realize that this is really the bigger picture, and this is what I'm hoping to get you all kind of on board with today and understand what these pieces are. So we have the V8 runtime, but then we have these things called web APIs, which are extra things that the browser provides, so the DOM, AJAX, set timeout, things like that. Then we have this mythical event loop and the callback queue. I'm sure you've heard some of these terms before, but maybe don't quite understand how these pieces pull together. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Some of this will be new to, or the words might be new to people. Other people might get this, but we're going to quickly kind of move on from here. So bear with me if this is obvious, but I think for a lot of people it's not. So